Welcome back. We are here with the Clarke family, which currently includes, wow, I already forget all their names. Blake, who is the patriarch, Octavia, who is the heir, Kelsey, who is Octavia's mother, and then Andrea and also Lexie, who are romantic interests, part of the club. Okay, so this one is a doozy, you guys. And if you haven't checked out the speed build for the renovation of their home, you should check that out. It's on my channel. But here is the house, and we are currently assigning all the beds. And kind of the first order of business is that Lexie is the one who gets to share a bed with Blake. And that kind of, peeves Kelsey a little bit because she, wants to share with Blake. I mean, everyone is interested in keeping Blake happy because Blake owns this house. Blake owns all the money. So, they all want to be on his good side. And so Kelsey is kind of annoyed, but like she understands that Lexie and Andrea aren't particularly close. So they're not going to share a bed with each other. And her and Andrea are girlfriends. So they are more likely to share. So like she gets it, but she also kind of hates that's the way it is. Also, I made Lexie's hair black again. I just did not like her as a redhead, to be honest with you. And also, I also uninstalled Wonderful Whims. And here's the reason for that. I had all of the extra gameplay on auto use. So there really wasn't anything too special that I was doing regarding the mod. And then also, Um, I was having trouble with all of the women's fertility. You could see that in the last Let's Play. I mean, Lexi only had a 1% fertility rate, and I did want her to have a child with Blake because she's an evil sim, and I feel like she's the type of person to secure her place in the household in that way. So the mod was just a little bit getting in my way, and I don't feel like personally it added a ton of gameplay for me, but I totally understand. Like, I think it's a really cool concept, and I think that if you are looking for realistic gameplay, it's great. So, my gameplay is just not that realistic. But we still have MCCC, so we will be utilizing that. And Lexi has now gotten a party aspiration. So, she is going to want to introduce herself to a bunch of Sims and then start hosting parties. So, that's why she's out on the street grabbing random people who go by. And then Andrea just wet herself despite the fact that there's a bathroom right there. But she's also pregnant. She's pregnant with Alejandro's baby. He is also part of the club. And that is kind of where we are at currently. Octavia is a child. Blake is just doing his music thing, enjoying himself. So, everyone's in a pretty good position. And now Andrea is having the baby. So that is really exciting. We send her to the hospital because we don't have a bassinet in this house anyway. So we are sending her there. It's very exciting. And also we have Octavia and Kelsey bonding, their mother and daughter. And I don't really care about this baby. This baby is not in any way related to our legacy family. So sorry, but I'm not interested in you. So, we also started hanging up some pictures. Lexi snuck in there, took a picture of her and Blake and put it on the mantle just to, kind of get a foothold here. Lexi's real drive is to solidify her place in this household. She wants to be the woman of the house, and right now that's actually Kelsey because Kelsey is the mother of the heir. So Lexi is doing whatever she can to kind of endear herself to Blake. And I realize here that I had locked this door for everyone but Octavia, except the baby spawned in there. So I had to unlock the door so that she could get in and age up the baby. But yeah, that's Octavia's room. So I was planning on making sure that other people wouldn't go in there, especially because we have all these strangers coming in and out of the house. And, it's safety purposes. So Andrea has this cute little blonde baby. He has the same hair color as her. It's very adorable. And I am looking to take more pictures of Sims, but for some reason it was kind of hard to get them to pose for pictures. And also, I guess an adult and a child can't take a photo together. I really thought that they could, but I suppose not. So, anyway, we are taking a photo of Octavia for the wall. I really left a lot of wall space in this build because I wanted to include a bunch of family photos. So, that is that on that. And we have her do some cute little poses. I love this little with her hands on her hips. That's so cute. So, I wish I could have gotten a full body shot, but that's not how this is working. So, yeah, I wonder if I buy them a camera, if they could take bigger pictures. But now we are going to be putting the picture on the wall. And actually, I learned this trick from Fantasia because I've been binging her videos, but you can size up the picture from your phone if you go into build mode. And so I did that and made the picture a little bigger so that we have a nice picture of Octavia there. And currently, Lexie is in the hot tub. I was looking for her, but she's in the hot tub. And I have Kelsey go over, and Kelsey is going to kind of have a conversation with her and be like, I know what you're trying to do. I know that you're trying to get close to Blake, and I know you're trying to take my spot, but it's not going to work because Octavia is my daughter, and she's the most important person in this household other than Blake, and so you lose. I win. And Lexie's very upset by that because she knows that there's nothing she can do about the fact that Octavia is um, the heir of this legacy. She knows that she can't do anything about that. And so she calls Blake over and has him reassure her that he loves her and that he's, interested in her. And, Blake has no idea what is going on at any given moment. So the girls keep arguing. And of course, now Kelsey is mad because Blake has, kind of shown some favor to Lexie and didn't even say hello to Kelsey. He just came over, he kissed Lexie, and then he walked away. So the girls are still arguing with each other. And Lexie's like, you know what? I'm going to win this because I'm evil and you're only mean. So you will never be able to beat me. And here I was going to have him mentor guitar, but for some reason he can't. And I don't know what the deal is with that because he has level 10 guitar. So I don't know. I think I'm giving up on that. His aspirations already got him over 5,000 points. So I'm really not worried about it. And the girls spend so long arguing in the hot tub that Blake eventually comes over and is like, what is going on? And, Lexie goes, oh, Kelsey's being mean to me. She's so horrible. She's mean. And he's like, Kelsey, can you just stop? Can you guys just get along? I really don't need all this attitude. And Kelsey's mad because she's like, this isn't even my fault. But I mean, it is her fault. It's both of their faults. They're both at fault here. They both kind of stink. And Blake's just kind of caught in the middle of a fight that he's not interested in. So she then goes to Andrea, who's her girlfriend and her best friend, and she just kind of is like complaining about Lexie, like, I do everything right. I had his baby. I did what I was supposed to do, and now she's trying to push me out, and it's not going to work. Meanwhile, Lexie is downstairs with Blake in the sauna, and they were woohooing. I didn't even make them do that. I have MCCC autonomous woohoo turned on, and that will come up later. But yeah, I was just checking the settings because I wanted to make sure that when I uninstalled Wonderful Whims that it didn't mess up my settings. But anyway, so Lexie's like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to solidify my place by getting pregnant with his baby. So they try for baby in the sauna. And Lexie is like, she took a fertility treatment. She knows that it was going to work. And she is now pregnant. So she goes and she tells Blake, she's like, I'm pregnant with your baby and we are doing this. And he's really excited because, the lineage is important to anyone in a legacy challenge. And then she goes upstairs and she tells Kelsey that she's pregnant, and Kelsey is not happy. Kelsey is just like, "Are you serious?" And so Kelsey's getting a little nervous here that Lexie is going to push her out. So that is what is going on there. Meanwhile, we have the club come over for a club gathering, and Andrea's kind of like, this house has turned into like the Hunger Games here. And she just wanted to have a nice, easy life, like where she just kind of hung out and woohooed with whoever and did whatever she wanted. And she's kind of like, this is a really toxic environment because the first thing Lexie did when the club gathered was grab Kelsey's husband and woohoo with him. So Kelsey's like, you know what? I'm just gonna, woohoo with whoever too. So she grabs Alejandro and, so they're all just, doing club activities. And Kelsey is, being mean to Lexie still, and Lexie is, enjoying every moment of the miserable everything because she's evil. And Andrea's just kind of like, I don't really want to be involved in this. So Andrea actually makes a decision, and she wants to tell Lexie about her decision because, they're like decently friendly with each other. But Lexie's like, can you take a picture of me for the wall? I want to be on the wall. There's a really big picture of Octavia, and there's not a big picture of me, and I'm going to be the matriarch. And Andrea's just rolling her eyes, like, okay, fine, here's your picture. So we put the picture up on the wall there and size it up using that size up technique that everybody knows. But I didn't know you could use it on pictures, which was the point of that. But anyway, so Andrea's like, look, she goes over to Alejandro, who's the father of her child there, and she's just like, Alejandro, I don't want to be in this toxic environment anymore. So why don't like we move in together and raise our child together? So she moves in with Alejandro and she takes her child with her, and we steal all their money because this is a cult and you pay fees for it. And so that is what happened. So Andrea just kind of left, and Kelsey's like, that was her best friend and that was her only ally in the house. Like, even now, like, her relationship with Blake isn't as good, and she's just like, now I'm stuck here alone with Lexie. So that is where we're at. And also, I wanted Lexie to have a boy, so I did end up changing that. And then accidentally gave her triplets for a second, but we fixed that. Don't worry, we are not having triplets. Um, but so that is where we're here, and now Andrea's gone. Andrea left the house, and so also Josephine passed away. So rest in peace, Josephine. She was Blake's grandmother, and she was the matriarch during her time. Also, why is there some kind of bug where the Sims will cook when they're hungry and then cook again instead of eating what they cooked? Don't know what's up with that, but here comes Kelsey. She walks by Lexie and starts a fire on the grill. I was worried for a second there that we were just going to lose her. But anyway, so Lexie immediately makes fun of her for setting a fire, which, they're just really not on good terms. So, and it is neighborhood brawl day. So the two girls are going to continue to fight with each other, but I realize now that um, Lexie can't fight because she's pregnant. So she, they just kind of, argue with each other for a little while. And Kelsey is so infuriated that she goes and she picks a fight with Blake. She's like, you brought her here. And now she lives here and she's so mean to me and I hate her and I'm the mother of your child. And so, you need to figure something out. And he's just like, no, I don't need to figure anything out because she's having my child too. And I like Lexi, and I'm liking you less every day because of your bad attitude. So they just kind of, hash it out a little bit. And they are just really, everyone's really angry. And Octavia's over here like, I'm just doing my homework. Like, I'm not trying to be involved in anything. So little Octavia is just not getting involved, though she did kind of look scandalized while everybody was fighting. And we have Lexi's aspiration as a party aspiration. So she wants to have a party, and we're just kind of looking through the different types of party. And we land on dinner party, although my mistake was I didn't check gold event. So this party doesn't actually count towards her party aspiration party things. So um, that's a bummer. But anyway, we invite a ton of people over for a dinner party. And the caterer is useless as per usual. They don't cook until like the very end of the party, and then everybody cooks for themselves. So that's fine. But here we are, and we are just going to start the party at their house, and all these people are going to come. And I'm just ending neighborhood brawl day because I don't want to deal with that. And also, then I was confused. Why aren't there little tasks popping up? So that was my bad. But you can see the twins are here. I love the twins so much. They were such a happy accident. I didn't know you could have identical twins, and I love that they're identical. I just think they're so cute. And look, they love each other, so I love it. Also, this purple lady here is stomping on some trash. That's classy. So, anyway, everyone is just kind of dressed nicely, enjoying the dinner party, and, just kind of having a nice evening. I was going to have Kelsey cook something, but then the caterer got in her way, and then Lexi decided she was going to cook, and it was just kind of a mess. So she makes franken beans for the dinner party. So that's, you know, kind of depressing. But we have everybody eat anyway. I think that it, turns out nice enough. Alejandro and Andrea came, and, Kelsey's a little mad. She's like, Andrea, you came over for Lexi's dinner party? And Andrea's like, yeah, well, you know, all my friends are here and I'm not going to say no, and you're here, so I'm your buddy. And I think that, it's straining things a little bit with them too. So Kelsey is just kind of on an island because Andrea is not interested in getting involved in anything. But Kelsey and Alejandro are the only ones who ate at the table. And then I got this notification that Kelsey is pregnant. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't tell you to try for a baby. And so I'm like looking, and Alejandro's a father. And I even said in my last video, I was like, oh, maybe we'll have her like get pregnant with someone else. And I didn't even do anything. So what happened was I have autonomous woohoo on for MCCC. And there's a 10% chance that you can get pregnant with just a regular woohoo. So there's a 10% chance of that happening. And it happened immediately. So I was just shocked. So, I mean, welcome to the family because now Andrea and Alejandro are, going to have a child with Kelsey as well. So, I mean, wow. But also that organ did not piano skill, so that's a bummer. So we had to buy a piano. So now Kelsey's pregnant, and also Lexi's pregnant. And Lexi kind of makes fun of her, like, oh, you accidentally got pregnant. Like, you didn't even get pregnant with Blake's baby. And, um, like, you must really want to be part of Andrea's family, so you can go live with her if you want. So Kelsey is like feeling like she's losing her footing and losing her position. So it is definitely scary for her. And Lexi's like, look, you are having another man's baby anyway. and I am having Blake's child. So Blake's child should be able to live upstairs with everyone else. So what happens is she convinces Blake, she says, "Look, our child needs to be sleeping close to us in the master suite on the second floor." And Blake totally agrees. He says, "Yep, the children need to be close." And so Lexie suggests that Kelsey moves into the basement. So we move Kelsey's bed and everything into the basement. And the baby, Lexie's baby, is going to live in that second bedroom up there. And Kelsey is just feeling horrible about this whole thing because she thinks that she's supposed to be the one who is sharing a bed with Blake and whose child gets a room upstairs. And instead, she doesn't even know where her child's going to sleep and she has to sleep in the basement. So she's definitely kind of seeing the writing on the wall here that it is not going well for her. And all of her carefully laid plans are just completely falling apart. And Lexi is just so happy because she knows that she's got the upper hand and she is, she's evil, she's an evil sim. So we are just going to decorate the, baby's room. And I mean, of course, the baby should be upstairs with the parents, but, this house isn't big enough for another bedroom up here. So Kelsey is getting nervous. But this tiny little build is going to close out this video. And, I'm having a lot of fun with these storylines. I know they're kind of ridiculous, but I'm actually having a lot of fun. And I hope that you guys are enjoying it. I don't know if, comment below if you enjoy the more task-oriented videos or the more storytelling videos, because I like both, but I am definitely enjoying this generation of, drama and storytelling. So that is kind of the deal for this. And I will catch you guys in the next video. And we will probably be having some babies. So we will see who the next member of the Clarke family is when I catch you next time.